Friends, hello, I'm glad you're here. Let's talk about Rolls-Royce. This is big news. Good things going on here. So, before I say anything, listen, as I've got a stuttering problem here because I'm so excited, I'm going to say a little bit of negative stuff, but I'm going to also say a lot of positive stuff. But I want you to know I'm very bullish on Rolls-Royce here. I always have been. This is the aviation sector of Rolls-Royce. So here is what we know what is going on right now. Rolls-Royce has been blowing it out of the park with their earnings, with their quarterlies as of late. Things are back up and running. Their bread and butter operation is going heavy. They're hiring people back. They've got plans for the next few years. They're going to be doing these big power plants the size of football fields throughout Europe over the next 10 years that are going to bring in crazy amount of revenue. They've got new planes in development. And news that broke lately is that a big chief science executive said this about BP, that he's flagged the company for having higher profits. He thinks they're low and they're going to bring in higher profits, which means more cash flow and returns and bigger share price of what's coming. So like I said, I have always spoke very high of this and said this is like the golden goose that no one's really paying attention to here. But I do think it's going to require two things. It's going to require patience, time, and it's going to require you to actually do something. Invest. This is going to be something where you're just going to put money into it and walk away. Money, walk away. It's hard for a lot of us, especially with this, I think, this generation of new investors, because they want to see returns like by next week. And some things, yeah, you can do that with, but this situation is different. You're talking about a company that got demolished in the COVID series. I mean, when we hit COVID, it was like week 2. I remember looking at Rolls-Royce and it just got hammered. And since then, the company, they had to lay off people. They had to put projects back. Like, we were talking about possible reverse splits just like a year and a half ago with Rolls-Royce here. Now, it's completely different. We've been talking about bigger contracts, new contracts. And I have always spoke this, that I think when Rolls-Royce does finally come back, whenever that X date time is that it could come back with a vengeance. We could see it come back higher than we ever have because of everything they have set up coming in the future. Talking about dividends again. There's just a lot coming down the pipeline that we have to pay attention to with a stock right now that a lot of people, I think, they forgot about it. They forgot about Rolls-Royce. So as of late, today, pretty much the stock ended at a 171. Not a lot of wiggle room today. So this is not something that's being like short traded, like, buy, sell in a day time here. If you are, you're very narrow margins, and congratulations on that. But if you look at this 5-day period here, obviously last week we had a lot of move up. We went from 130 to the 150s, 160, 170, and then today we pretty much just kept this 171. So pretty good. And this is not uncommon for Rolls-Royce. We've seen this before, and here's where I kind of say the negative part of the situation. Here's one thing I don't say a lot. I might not panic buy right now, and here's what I mean about that. We've seen Rolls-Royce have good quarterlies and good news. This is what they do. They're really good at marking their stock, a lot better than other companies. I wish other companies would do this, where they come out with like good quarterlies and then they say what they're going to do in the future. Rolls-Royce does this, and it really boosts their stock. So what that means is that we could potentially see this go up more. We could definitely see a 180, 190. That's not crazy. We've seen that before with positive news. But there's always a big but in the room. More than likely, as the dust settles here, we're gonna see Rolls-Royce probably fall back down to a 150, 160, possibly 140, but still very high compared to where it was. And if you, like, I made a video 6 months ago when this thing was like at 79 cents, and I said like, hey, I'm not telling you to, but you as an investor, really think about what's going on here, because this could be huge upside down potential return here. And I know a lot of you bought back in if you're even listening, so congratulations. I mean, you have definitely doubled your money today if you bought this like at a 70 cents back 6 months ago or something, whenever it was. So friends, bullet points, what I'm saying here, a lot of positive news. I know a lot of people like to see candlestick charts and people get excited about that, but to me, Rolls Royce here is something that you're going to have patience with. It's something that you're actually going to have to invest in. Invest your time. Like I said, put your money in it and walk away. And listen, don't put money in it just because I'm talking about it. Do your own research. Check out the company. Read things. See what's going on. Look at the past history. Look at where they're going. And the most important thing, my God, they're making money again. They're making good money. They're making more money. They're hiring their people back. They've got projects back up and going. They've got new projects going. There's a lot that's being talked about right now with Rolls-Royce. And if we don't pay attention now, it could get away from us and be higher, by 6 months from now. Who knows? So friends, all that said, I really do want to wish all of you the best of luck. And friends, I will talk to you soon. Let me know what you're doing with this. Really excited with Rolls-Royce here, but don't be surprised to see the dust settle here and maybe fall back down to 150, 160. I hope I'm wrong. I hope this thing runs to a $2 mark and we see something we haven't seen in a while. Friends, I'll talk to you soon. Bye everyone.